Hello, dear friends and colleagues. You know, the year is almost coming to an end, and this is the time when we look back and we see all the things that we did, including all the professional conferences that we attended during this past year. I attended a lot of conferences and I ran into many of you at some of them. I see a lot of interpreters and translators going to professional conferences all the time. However, I see very few of my colleagues attending other type of professional conferences. I am speaking of those that are not conferences for interpreters or translators, and in my opinion are the kind of conferences that we should be constantly attending for the reason that that is where we can find our clients. You will rarely find work in a conference of interpreters and translators. Yes, you might get somebody else to recommend you or to refer you to another potential client, and that's valuable. But the only place where you can really look for and find the right clients in that field that you specialize in or that you plan to pursue is by attending their conferences. I am talking about, let's say, you want to work in the medical field, well, then you should go to medical and pharmaceutical conferences and perhaps some other kind of scientific conferences. If you want to work in the field of finance, you should attend financial conferences, perhaps conferences of accountants also, and bankers. If you plan to follow up on the legal field, then you should go to attorney bars conferences and some other academic conferences that address legal issues, and so on. I rarely see my colleagues at these conferences. I rarely see my colleagues interacting with the people from the MICE industry. And that's something that we should strive to do more often every year, because that's where we put our names out there. Just think about this. If you go to one of these conferences, you will be the only person in there who is an interpreter. You have no competition there. You're the only one. And yes, you may not leave with a brand new bag full of customers and clients from that conferences, but at least something else that is equally important will happen. Your name will be there, they will have your information, and tomorrow, when they require your services, they will call you before anybody else because they already know you, because they already talked to you, and because you are the first professional that comes to mind whenever the need of having interpreting services arises. So please, I encourage you that in the coming year, you continue to attend your interpretation professional development conferences, but also strive to go to other conferences in the fields that you currently practice or you plan to practice in the following year. Please don't forget this. At least that is my opinion. Thank you very much.